Hey guys, welcome back. Today is the 13th of November 2024. Let's talk about it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me making 600 today within 7 years. And before we get into that, make sure to see the live streams because I'm showing the work that I'm actually doing, not like other YouTubers that always record everything and barely show anything. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. All right, so today I could not do programming, and the reason why is because I did an announcement, and the announcement is that on the 13th of October there will be ending electricity here until 4. Now it's kind of 4-ish and it's on again, but we focus on other things such as working on the 2025 goals. Before we get into that, I will first want to do the announcement. So yeah, we work on 2025 goals, but we made the new sections of mistakes. And it seems that I have internal discussions with myself if I should wake up at 6 a.m. or not. And I created a video about this, why I wake up at 6 a.m. and I don't want to. And the reason why is because of the distractions that are here in the capital city. There's a lot of things going on, not only just because it's a city, but there's a lot of yeah, things that happening in the news that is actually living here and people are believing it, such as it creates some action as well which disturbs other people such as me. um, I did not had this until I started my journey. Now I'm noticing how distracting things and people and environment can be. All right, so let's get into the bias of today. The bias of today is the inability to close doors and why you should set fire to your ships. It's basically an heuristic that we want to keep our options open as long as possible. This could be the amount of stacked things that we have inside a home, like the dirty books that you have to read, the people that you still want to text, or the emails or photos that you have stacked, right? Those kinds of things. We have a hard time to say goodbye because once it's closed, and that can lead to regret. And regret is a hardcore emotion in our brains as a human being. So how do you counter this? Well, you have to be more decisive. And even though it is seen as a masculine trait, it can lead to failure, but it can also lead to success. So, being very sophisticated in what decision making you should make is very important. Obviously, this can go way deeper than I'm actually saying it, but in plain decisions, if you have been keeping options open for too long and there's no progress, then maybe it's time to make a decision. That's basically what I wanted to say. Let's get into the languages. We're still doing the consistent part. Yesterday, we had a meeting with a Japanese partner, and tomorrow we're gonna have our first meeting with our new Korean partner that is Chinese origin, and let's see how it goes. I'm not sure how things are going, and yeah, there's that. All right, let's get into the most important part, which is working on my 2025 goals today. And basically, what I was working on, some of the goals I cannot even start if I do not switch jobs. So we need to make some hurry about that. And today, I also felt for the first time that things can be very threatening or big or um, yeah, uncertain, and that makes me feel very insecure. And the reason why is because one part of the 2025 goals that I was working on is obviously starting a business, and the things that how I want to start things and how things come together. The reason why it felt choking is that because of time management. I do not want to be available all the time, every day, every night. And some people do that, and they get paid good money for it, but I do not want to do that. I want to work maybe 6 hours a day and every day, also on a Sunday. Sometimes I take a break, maybe once or two, 3 times a month because I'm someone that just wants to work every day. Um, it seems like that, yeah, the time management is was choking me, and I'm gonna talk about it more on the 2025 goals video, which is going to be a part two. But basically, what we did is, yeah, let's get a little bit deeper about the time management. So it felt choking because I do not want to be available at all times. That's what I said already. But it felt like that I have to if I start a web design agency. So we really have to think about what path are we going to? Are we going to sell templates? Are we going to have clients? Maybe a mix of both. And what do we do with the other time that we have? Are we going to build something next? Really have to think about slowly. And luckily, this is a 7-year journey, but it felt like I have to do it in 1 year. So that was an incorrect thinking of my brain. But now I've calmed down, but it was a bit of a mess when I was brainstorming that. It felt really choking. All right, so let's get into the other goals of the 2025 goals. We're not necessarily going to show it to the screen. We're going to talk about it a bit. It's going to be a separate video, like I said, about it. But yeah, like I said, the health goals, some of them buying more quality food will cost more money, but I don't have that kind of funds laying around unless I touch my savings, and that is not worth it for now. Luckily, I'm young, so I can deal a little bit of damage control by not eating super healthy, but just healthy. And yeah, that is all for that part. And so that prohibits for me starting the goals. There are some goals that is going to be all year next year, and there are going to be some goals that are going to start a specific chapter, like spring or summer or autumn or winter. I have this particular seasons assigned to it. Now, this is not the best thing to do because in some seasons you want to have more relaxed, and some seasons you want to be really busy, depending on what person you are. But that comes from experience, obviously. Maybe that is not true, and let's see how things will go next year. So, on other news, yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Doing the live stream, so stay tuned for that. We have decided on a theme for Framer, how I'm going to implement my blog, and we're going to do some changes. And yeah, we're just going to push it because I don't feel making a Framer blog from scratch. There are people that done the best work ever. I might need to do some little bit of slugging with the CMS and dynamic pages, and yeah, they're all terms, technical terms, I don't want to talk about. Basically, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, there you have it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make a 600 today within 7 years, and I will see you on to the next one.